Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura or lauraxstitches and we're back. I've got a lot to catch you up on. Now, first things first, I'm using a new camera. My partner Matthew bought a new camera, I think on Black Friday sales, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just like figuring out what's going on, but I think we're okay. It's tracking my face and the things off there. So if I look over there, that's all I'm doing. But I've got lots to talk to you about, so let's kind of get cracking. Well, I had a look and my last video was at the end of September and I'm wearing like a cardigan in it. I was cold and now it's quite warm here. So I hope you'll forgive me for being away for another 3 months. It's been very, very busy, but I can't wait to catch you up on what's been going on. So a little bit of a life update. Feel free to skip to the next part of the video if you want to, but feel free to stick around. I shouldn't waffle for too long. Hopefully not anyway. So what's been happening? Well, exciting news. Just over 3 weeks ago, I got married, which is really cool. It's really exciting. So Matthew and I finally got married. We did have to postpone for about 4 months due to 2020. And no, it's really, really exciting. We had the best day. It was so fun. So that was pretty busy, but December was a mess. It was just so intense. It was a really, really busy time, but yeah, weddings are great. We had the best day. We were able to have 75 people, which was really cool. We postponed because for a long time there, you could only have witnesses. And so we kind of didn't want just 2 people there. We kind of wanted some more people. So we were really happy and we feel really lucky because now there's a kind of another wave starting to appear. So we're really, feel really lucky that we were able to get through that. The other big bit of news, which I'm so excited to share with you all, is that Matthew and I are actually expecting a baby. It's just so cool. I'm pretty sure last time I was here I knew, but I was very early. But now we're 19 weeks today actually, so that's really cool. It gets me very excited when I talk about it. We're really, really pumped. We feel really fortunate to have fallen pregnant, and it was definitely planned. It wasn't a COVID baby, so don't tell me that. I'm telling everyone don't say it's a COVID baby because it's not. We're really, really happy, and we're finding out next week what we're having. And I can't wait. So I'm really looking forward to sharing all that with you. My first trimester was pretty tough, just nauseous and very tired. And now my second trimester is like a lot better, but I just get so breathless so quick. I don't know. We've just come back from a holiday and there was a bit of walking and stuff, and I had to tell Matthew, can you just hold on a second? I need to breathe. But hey, that's pregnant life. So I'm really happy to finally share that with you. I shared it on my personal Facebook and Instagram when I was about 12 weeks. So it's been a while since I've been here and I've been able to share with you guys. So yeah, baby's coming. So 2021 is very unpredictable. Oh, by the way, I'm due right at the start of June. So that's when a baby is coming. So I can't really predict what my stitching is going to look like, obviously, but I'll just kind of go through what I've got in my head and we'll see how that goes. But everything's probably going to change, but I don't care. We're really excited. We're really cool news. So that's pretty much been me, and that's kind of a big reason why I've been away. In my first trimester, I just didn't want to. I didn't really stitch for like 3 months. Partly was being nauseous when I would normally stitch. I was getting really nauseous at the end of the day around dinner time, and that was when I would normally stitch when I'm at work. So I just didn't want to, and I was very, very tired. I was napping a lot, which is really unusual for me. I don't nap, and I was napping. So tired. So that's kind of the main reason why I've been gone and why this has taken so long for me to film and get back into stitching. So I'm happy to be back, but yeah, just be prepared for some random timing of videos. We're going to just see what happens, but we're here now. So I think that's everything for life. They're pretty big announcements, I feel. I hope you are excited as me. I don't know. But yeah, we'll find out next week, and I just can't wait to find out what we're having. I'm getting really big boy vibes, but then some people at work think it's a girl. A lot of my family think it's a boy, but who cares really? As long as we've got a healthy little bean, that's what I've been calling it, a little bean. Anyway, let's move on. So since I've seen you last, I have actually had some success in my stitching, which is incredible. I've had a couple of finishes. I had to go and look back at my video because I've written notes for this video, but it must have been like the week after I filmed my last one, because I'm like, I didn't film any of this. So I'm just kind of guessing at this point, but I had a quick look back and I can see kind of where I was up to with stuff. But I have had 2 finishes. The first was a really small one. I'm assuming that I spun the wheel to get this, and it was a small. It may have been a random one I just did at some point. I don't really know. But I started, let's see how this camera goes with focusing. Look at that. So I started the triple scoop from Mill Hill. It's a little kit. It's part of their spring bouquet collection. It comes with a magnet and stuff to finish it off. So I started and finished that. I have not fully finished it, but let's see if it goes. Oh, look at that focus. Not the biggest fan of this one, I'm not gonna lie. It's very heavily beaded. Like, it's mostly beads. It looks really cool on the cone. I like the cone. I don't know, there's just a lot going on, but I will eventually fully finish that into a magnet for the fridge. You can see the threads behind it. For the fridge, that's what I've got the plan for all of, I have a couple more food themed ones, and they're gonna go in the fridge, so. That's that one done. My other finish, which was a lot bigger and much more exciting, and I think I must have done this very soon after my last video, because when I was watching it back, I only had one part to go, and that is the mythical medieval mansion cell. I always forget the actual name to that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And it was a cell that was started in 2018, I think, from Tiny Modernist, and Lakeside Needlecraft kind of distributed it. And I started it on the 25th of November in 2018, and I finished it on the 30th of September. Yeah, so it was like a couple of days after my last video. This is stitched on Welcome to the Jungle by Sparklies, and it was a fabric of the month in March of 2018, but because it has a name, it might be available all the time. I'm not sure. I stitched this as called for. Everything's called for. 2/2, 32 count, Murano. I love this fabric. It's one of my favorites. It's probably a little bit lighter than you're seeing on the camera, but that's it there. And the last time you saw it, I didn't have her done. So that was the last bit I did, was her room. And that's kind of the whole thing. And this is going to be a nursery piece. It's so cute. Matt and I love castles and dragons and stuff, so I'm gonna get this framed. I've got a piece at the framers now, so when that comes back, I'll take this one in, and then I will hang it up in the baby room, because it will actually be quite small, a lot smaller. I started right in the middle, which was pretty stupid, because it did not need that much border, but that's okay. So that's that one. So they're my 2 finishes I've had since I've seen you last. Now, what was I going to do next? I might really quickly do, I've got one FFO, so I'm going to show you that. And then I'll kind of go into whips and explain kind of how I'm going to show you those. So I ended up fully finishing this. And this is the Stiocholong. I think it was 2018, I'm pretty sure it was. And it was the Home is Where the Something Happens. So I chose to do dice roll because we play a lot of D&D here. And that was my finish. And what I did was I found this fabric, which is so cute. And it's very wonky, so don't even look properly. And I put some wadding on it and some of the cardstock stuff and stuck them together pretty much. And this goes in this box. And this is my dice, it hasn't got dice at the moment. It's my dice box for D&D. So it just looks like that. And then this goes in here. And it does fit, but I can't be bothered doing it right now. when I do this again, because I do like this finish a lot and I do want to do it more, just having it, I've purchased some different wadding because I borrowed some from my mum and it was so thick. It's really, really, yeah, it's really thick and I don't love that. And when I put it in the dice box, I think I did it just that little fraction too big because it's really squishy when it goes in and the dice fall to the edge. So when I do another finish like this with like an ornament or something, I think I'll use the different wadding I purchased, which is a lot thinner, and I'll be careful of the size. But that's an FFO. Oh my God, I have one. Incredible. So how am I going to talk to you about my whips? I'm just going to show you them all as a nice way to start the year off, and then I'm going to go into my plans a little bit later. Oh, by the way, I've got a little bit of haul in a minute, and also I've got my giveaway winners from my last video because I hit 1,000 subscribers and I did a giveaway and I've never drawn it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right at the end, probably just before I do my plans. So my whips, excuse the noise. That wasn't too bad. I'm going to go through them in order. A lot of you have seen these a bazillion times. A lot of them don't have any progress on them since you last saw them, but I just figured it was a really nice way to start the year off and explain how I'm going to be organizing my year, potentially at least until baby comes. Who knows what's going to happen after that. So as most of you know, my oldest whip is Epic Pokemon Generation 1 Extended Edition. It's not out of the Q-Snap. It is there and I'm not going to take it out, but this is what that looks like. My dog's snoring in the background. This is being stitched on 18 count Ada, I think. Did I get that right? Yes. 2/2. This is the second last row, the first page of the second last row. I started this in 2016, in the end of October 2016, so it's coming up to its 5th year anniversary, which is disgusting, but that's okay. My ultimate goal for this year would be to do this row, so 5 pages. Any more would be awesome, but timing. The ultimate goal is to finish this before Matt's 30th birthday, which is next year now, so 2022 in August, at the end of August. So I'd love to do that. The way I stitch this, I've done like 5,000 different methods of stitching on this, but the way that I've found that works really well for me is to do all the black in a page, because you can probably see there that a lot of the outline is in black for those Pokemon. So it's really good to get the black solidly in, because then you have kind of a guideline, and then to go from the top, pick a color, do the whole page of that color, then pick the next one. And I really like how that stitches up. So that's my oldest whip, and that's already slated to come out this month. So we're already going to see some progress right here at the start of the year. And I will go through plans kind of after haul, I think. Or right at the end. I don't know. I'll decide. Next up, my next oldest whip is a soda stitch design. And this is called Princess Collection. I started this on the 19th of May, 2017. So it was in my first mania. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And it's on a 32 count even weave in cloud green from Sew It All here in Australia. It's a printed fabric, so the back's white. And this is where I'm up to on it. So I was kind of focusing on this for a while, and then this piece was sitting on my Lowry for so long, like you can see it now, and I just didn't do anything on it, so I took it off. But I'll come back to it. So I'm up to the last two. So it's Jasmine, and then it's Aurora, I think, is the last one, I'm pretty sure. And then it's done. And the border as well, there's this pink swirly border. Jasmine is charted as a white chick, and she's not white. So I am doing a color conversion on her skin. I'm using 434, 437, and 738 for that. So she's just that, you know, she's brown. She's not bloody, I don't understand. She's not white. But anyway, I've done a couple of changes to this pattern. For the top where the names are, they had like the movie or the fairy tale name. And so this said Aladdin. And so I decided to change it to her name. Same with Ariel. There might be another one, I can't remember. But I didn't like them having the fairy tale name if it wasn't their name. So I changed it to their name. And then with Ariel, I changed her seashells to be purple. but that's where that is now. That's my second oldest whip. Yeah, so that's coming up to its 4-year birthday. Be great to get that done. Yeah, ultimate goal for this year would be to get that completely finished. Oh, we'll see. Next one is a Hade. Yes, I'm going through my Hades. Oh my gosh. There's only 2, don't worry. This is Mini Clockwork Dragonling. It's by Hade, obviously, and the artist is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Loading beautifully. So that's what that will look like when it's done. I restarted this on the 21st of November in 2017. I originally stitched this on 25 count 2/1. Oh my god, it was thick, don't do it. So I changed it to 1/1. And here is what that looks like. You can kind of see that. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's the first page started. This is a mini, so it's not going to be very big. Obviously you can see I've done some cross country, some parking. When I come back to this, which it is actually in for this month, and I'll explain that in a little bit, I will be working through those park threads and going to my method that I use on Pokemon. So kind of picking a color and stitching down and then picking the next one. That's what I've been doing for a few whips actually. I've been just going from left to right, picking a color, stitching till that thread's finished, go to the next one, keep going. It just seems to work really quickly for me. And I have my thread on bobbin, so I just keep them out. I know people don't like putting them in, put them out, so I just keep them out next to me. That works nicely. There's no goal for that one for this year. It's not my full coverage focus, so it's just, if it gets progress, it gets progress. Apologies for my phone vibrating super loud. What's next? I think it's another Hade. Yes, it's my other Hade. Oh, I have to find her. Where will she be? Hey. So my next Hade is a full size Hade. It's not a max color or anything. It's just full size. And it is Rapunzel. If I can get my head out of the way. This is by Hade and it's by Anya Kai. That's the artist. It's stunning. I can't wait to stitch all these beautiful bright colors, but right now, of course, I'm up here. I started this one on the 1st of January 2018, so now it's 3 years old, but it has never been a focus because I've been focusing on Epic Pokemon, so I don't feel too bad. Again, this is on 25 count 1/1 full cross, and it's on this, like the easy count magic guide, whatever one that's the 10 by 10. So that's where I'm at for that one. Obviously I've been parking, but again, I'll move on from parking when I pull this out. I don't think I have it out for this month. I'll have to check, but I don't think it's here, but it's on the list just in case. So that's that girl. So that won't ever be a focus until Pokemon's done and the Clockwork Dragonling's done, because I kind of go by age. So she's got a while to wait. And I have so many Hades in the pipeline. Anyway, next one is a Clouds Factory piece. This is Kings and Queens of the UK. I think I'll probably have to pop a picture into this one because I could never get one printed for some reason. Started this on the 4th of January 2018. I remember starting this in a panic, freaking out like, Queen Elizabeth isn't going to be around that much longer. I need to start this and get it done. She's still around. And we're currently rewatching The Crown. So Matt's never watched The Crown before. I haven't watched the latest season, don't spoil it. Obviously, it's not spoilers, but you know what I mean. So we're kind of rewatching, we're nearly at the end of season 1. So this is cool that this is around, and it's going to have some time in January too. So this is where we're at with this one. This is stitched, I don't have anything written down for it. It's a 32 count Color Cascade Fabrics. I think it would be, doesn't feel like Jovelins, I think it's Lugana. Even weave 2/2, exactly how it's called for. The only difference that I'm doing is they give you 2 borders for the border, and I'm doing the one with the flags on it. So I've got the Union Jack up here, and then I've also got the English flag here, and then there's another one there and another one down here. I think it's, I know Scottish is in there, but I don't remember the other one. I'm a bad person, it's fine. And the only other thing is I ran out of the gold I was using, so I've replaced that with a Chronic I was using DMC and I ran out. Hallelujah. So the ones all on that row where they have gold, it's chronic, which it is a little bit different because it's not as horrible. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. So I'd love to finish it this year because it really doesn't take that long to do it. But I'm only up to 1553 and we're in 2021. So I've got a lot of years to go, but I'll get there. I'd love to do it this year. It might be more of a next year thing, but yeah, again, I used to do one a month and it would take me like a couple of hours to do one person. So maybe not even that long. Depends if you're doing border as well, I guess. But it could happen. We will see. It's definitely not a, I must finish this piece this year. Next, I've got to flip through because I've got my little planner out and I'm going through ones that I've finished, which is really cool. The one I'm currently working on. This is Hufflepuff. I don't have the cover photo with me, but I don't think it really needs to be shown. It's by Mandarin's Designs off Etsy. I have a thread just chilling, but we'll be right. This is what it looks like at the moment. I have finished the first page over here, which is pretty much the arm, the scarf, and some twirly bits. And now I'm working on this really big page. I think it's the biggest page in the design. This is being stitched on a Sparklies Fabric of the Month. I'm not sure what month, sorry, but it's like a brown, purpley brown. It's 32 count merino. I started this on the 23rd of May 2019. This is deceivingly small. It's full coverage, like this whole page is full coverage. There are blends and there are some half stitches as well. Like you can kind of see in here, there are some half stitches, which looks incredible. But just be warned if you want to do this. She had, or the designer had them for every house because it's got this one has a tree that's coming out of a book. It looks incredible when it's all stitched up. So I'm really looking forward to getting more towards that. But yesterday I made a fair bit of progress in this one. I think I did about 750 stitches and that was pretty much like all this part here you can see. And that was using the method I was talking about before. So I just picked the next color that needed to be done and stitched. I have put this one on Pattern Keeper, which makes it so much quicker than the paper. It's incredible. So I'm really happy with how that's going. And oh yeah, it's got back stitch too. But I'll be continuing with that today and a few more days throughout the month. So I'll let you know about that in plans. Goal for that one for this year would be to finish it. That would be really cool. Okay. Next one, we have the Witch's Silhouette. Is that it there? I have not worked on this one for a long time. I started this on the 15th of May. What have I done to this? In 2020, so last year. This is being stitched with Adele. Adele is smashing through it. I am not. That's Delcat Stitches for anyone who doesn't know. It's being stitched on 32 count merino from Sparklies. It was their June 2018 Fabric of the Month. And it's by Oh My Stitches Shop. They're on Etsy. And I've done this much. So that's not how big it's going to be, but that's kind of the fabric color there. It's an orangey, purpley and pinky. And then that's that part. So I haven't stitched heaps on this one. I did this and then I kind of moved on to something else. So that's that. Don't know much to say about it. In terms of a goal, I don't really have one for that one. It's a medium. If you've watched me before, I like to categorize my pieces by full coverage, large, medium, small, and then matte. Matte is his own category because he's given me some pieces before, some patterns. And so this is a medium, but Hufflepuff is my oldest medium. So I'm more focused on getting that one done. If I was to finish Hufflepuff, this one will be next to try and get done. But yeah, that's going to have some time in January too, which I'm excited about. What's after this one? We're getting towards the end. They're done. Yeah, this is the last one. So I've had a new start since I've seen you last. Can I even find it? No, that's some random fabric. That one. Oh my goodness, I couldn't see then. This is a matte piece. So I really wanted to stitch and I didn't want to stitch on anything I had. So then I said to Matt, I'm going to start one of yours, pick one, and he said no. So then I put them in a wheel and it chose this one. This is the Grey Dragon. It's by Valenti Cross Stitch off Etsy. I have it the pattern printed, but now because I use Pattern Keeper, I use Pattern Keeper. It is a full coverage. It's not huge, to be fair. It's 150 by 150 pretty much. So it's not like a Haid, like a big Haid, but it's still, you know, it's there. I'm stitching this on 16 count Aida. That's not the best, but thought I'd just use it. And that is where I got to. So I decided to try some diagonal stitching with this one, but I will probably end up not doing that. I'll probably end up going to my other method, but it's a good little start. It looks really cool. There's a lot of obviously greys, blacks, dark greens, that kind of thing, but then every now and again you get a bit of red, so that's really cool. There's, I think, a 3 stitch border around the whole thing, so that those 3 lines you can see around there will go the whole way around, which is there. But what can you do? It looks really cool so far, and I will get back to that when it comes up. I started that on the 25th of October last year. So there we go. They're on my whips, I think. So it's project 20 in my book, but I don't have 20 whips. Let me just really quickly count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 whips at the moment, which I'm really, really happy with. So we'll move into haul. I don't have that much to show you considering I've been away for a few months. I'm pretty happy about that. So I'll just kind of go through everything that's popped up. First things first, I got this needle minder from JK's Cross Stitch Supplies on Facebook. I ordered this at some point. I don't remember doing it, but I think it was for COVID or bushfires or so. I can't remember what it was for, but I have that. And it came with a little one. Janet likes to throw in them with the order, so it's really nice. I also got this dimensions kit off of Cross Stitch Stash Unload, I'm pretty sure, the Aussie one. It's the balloons. Matt and I saw it at Lincraft. He wanted it. It was $80. He said, you're not getting that. And I got it for a lot cheaper. So it's called Balloon Glow. So I'm really excited about that. I've got a few of these now. I just haven't started them, but I'll get there. It looks pretty full coverage to me, but the background looks all like it's in half stitches and probably a bunch of blends and stuff, but that's okay. Next, I finally got my order from 123 Stitch. I've been waiting for this since I think April, and it must have came in the end of September or end of September, start of October. Yeah, I ordered it on like the 9th of April, but that's COVID. It's not 123 Stitch. I'm actually quite quick to send it out, so it's not their problem. So I ordered a few things from there. I needed to get my last one in the Frosty Forest series, so I got Bluebird Cabin. So that's the one that I ordered that I was missing. And I also ordered, just to kind of make up some postage, the next 2 that I had in the Main Street series that I needed, which was the Coffee Shop and then the Gazebo. So I got those 2. The other thing I got was I went through and ordered all of the buttons I'm going to need for Frosty Forest. So there's a couple of duplicates I'm just trying to get together so I don't have to show you them a bunch of times. No, that's different. Okay, so there's a couple of these little birds. I wonder if it will focus. Or is my head confused? There we go. That took a while. This little snowflake. There's a couple of those. There's another bird that's darker. A little pine cone. A snowman. Whoops. An owl. And an acorn. So I will be putting those on right at the end. That's my plan for that. So I'm happy to have those sorted because I wonder how much I've done of that. I think I've done 2 or 3 pieces of the Frosty Forest. So it was continuously getting spun by the wheel when I was choosing a small. So I kind of thought, I need to get a crack on with this and get these buttons, so happy to do that. Lastly, I've joined a Threads of the Month club. It's kind of like the nest egg that you hear about. It's so I can collect one of the brands of threads. So this is being run by A Stitch in Time in Tassie. Awesome place. I grabbed some patterns from them in my last video. I showed them off. They're really cool. So I'm doing the Gentle Arts threads. So I'm just going to really quickly show you what I've got. I'm not going to go through like which one I think is the best or whatever. So I get 6 every time, I think. I think it's pretty like standard. Everyone kind of gets the same. And I think we're just going from A to Z, I'm pretty sure. So these ones are all A's. I'm going to try and do this. Should I put it on this? Would that be the best way to do it? So it doesn't keep not focusing. What's this called? Adzuki. Beautiful. I've got apple cider. This is all from November, by the way. Love this one. Antique rose. Antique lace. Amethyst, my birthstone. Whoop whoop. And age pewter. So they're all A's. And then in December, I think we got some A's and B's. I think there's been a little bit of a shortage kind of thing, or it's been hard to get them. So we were prepared for that. They let us know. Autumn leaves, it kind of blends in with that package actually, but that's that one. Baby spinach. Baked clay. Autumn, which I think is probably my favorite out of every single one. Apricot blush. And lastly was acorn. So a nice little start to my collection. There's 12 there. It's for anyone in Australia, it's $25 a month, which I think includes the shipping. I don't think I pay anything more than $25. And I don't know if it's full or not. I know that if you miss 1 or 2, you're out. So you kind of just have to pay, which, I mean, it's fine. And I think they're wanting to start up some other ones. There might already be some started, but I know that if a couple other ones come up, I will probably join those because I want them. I need to buy one of those rings to put these on. I don't want to put these in my drawers because it will just fill up too quick. So I need to get one of the ring things. They're so pretty. So it's nice to have some things like this to sub in or have for patterns. So I'm really excited about getting that every month. And it comes in like a bright red envelope, so I know what it is. It's really cool. And they gave us Mentos. Love Mentos. Give me more. I know people say Mentos, but I say Mentos. So whatever. Okay, one more thing that I got that I don't have to show you because it's a digital pattern was a Hade. It's a Story Keep. It's called Story Keep Milan. I'll pop in a picture here or I'll link it below and you can see what it looks like. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. I don't know when I'll start it, but it will probably be on my list for pretty soon. Let's do these giveaway winners before I forget, and then we'll go into plans and I can tell you what I'm doing for 2021 and I can't wait to share that with you. So let's go to the comment picker that I had loaded. So if you don't remember, I was giving away 2 things. I was giving away Renaissance Mermaid, not Renaissance Mermaid, oh my goodness. Oh my God, why can't I remember the name of it? It's in my book. It's in my book. It just says mirror pattern. It's really, is it Enchanted Mermaid? I wanted to say Emerald. That doesn't make sense either. I think it's Enchanted. Yeah, it is. I was giving away that pattern that has been signed by Nora. So all you had to do was put in the word blue in your comment. And let's start the raffle and pick a winner. Did I do it right? Oh wait, I got to press get YouTube comments. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we had 11 people want that one. It's loading. And the winner is Laura Richardson. Great name. Love that name. So she said, I can't wait to see your castle finished on the beautiful blue fabric. I'd love to get one of those cute little orange corgi needle minders. Off to check out all your recommendations. Thanks. So cool. So congratulations, Laura. I will have my email listed below. I will try and go back and comment on your comment because I know it's been a while and you probably won't see this for ages either. So I will comment on your comment and I'll have my email if you could just send me your address and I'll be sending that to you. I'm feeling a bit better about going out of the house now, so I can probably get that to you kind of as soon as you send that to me. So thank you so much. Very exciting. And then let's get the comments for the Needle Minder voucher. This was $50 to Ginger Stitch AU, which is kindly being donated by Zane. Absolute best person ever. We love Zane. So 19 people wanted that one. Oh, more popular. Oh, we're starting. I should have done that a bit slower. Okay, who is it? Kate Brown. So Kate says, congratulations. My 123 orders took a month from LAX. I think it's the flights. 5 to 6 weeks minimum from Melbourne to Utah. I agree with you. I think it was. I would love those orange needle minders. Yay, Kate. Congratulations. Now, I just need your email from you. So if you could email me your email, that sounds weird. Or either one of you can message me on Instagram. It's just lauraxstitches as well. It'll be below. And Kate, I will be giving your email to Zane and he'll kind of work out how to do a voucher stuff with you. So congratulations, Laura and Kate. Very exciting. Oh, I love giveaways. Love giving away stuff. It's so fun. All right. What on earth am I doing this year? Well, who knows? No, I have an idea for at least the first few months while my life isn't completely turned upside down like it will be in June. So, and a little bit before that. I purchased the digital planner from the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch, which I think is Jen Lee, I'm pretty sure. So I purchased that and I was having a look through because I knew that I wanted to do something kind of with that this year. I kind of discussed it a little bit earlier at the end of last year, I think it was. So I was having a look and I know that I really liked the acrostic idea. So I'm kind of going with that for January. And I actually posted on my Instagram a couple of days ago what my goal should be for each piece to then move on from that letter and go to the next one. And a lot of people were saying to give days. Some people were saying hours too, because I did say that I don't love counting stitches. It is so much easier with Pattern Keeper, so I could count stitches, but I would rather do days or hours than counting stitches. So I have kind of gone with 2 days per piece, and that gives me a little bit of free time at the end of the month. So I'm going to be redoing this a little bit after kind of working on Hufflepuff yesterday. I also just bought a stylus so I can actually write with it because the stylus I had was really thick and it wasn't writing very well. So this one is a thin one and it's like a pen. So I'm just going to change it a bit to have the pieces that have more than one letter that they're going for. They will get days in a row. I just feel like it's going to be easier for me to do that rather than to switch out pieces all the time. So let's go into the January acrostic. So the way they're doing it this year is they're doing this or that. So they have 2 acrostics and you choose one, or you can choose 12 from either side if you can't pick. So this month's one for January was monogamous cross stitch or serial starts. And as much as I'm not monogamous as in I don't have one piece, I don't do lots and lots and lots and lots of starts. It kind of freaks me out a bit. So I decided to go with monogamous X stitch. So it's X and then an S. And I went through and had a look at my whips in my little journal. And I was trying to just do the ones that I wanted to focus on, but it wasn't working. And I ended up just prioritizing. So I prioritized from oldest to newest. And my Hades were also at the back of that because they're not a massive goal, I guess. So I prioritized my normal pieces and Pokemon, and then Hades if I needed them. So yeah, let's kind of work through it. So M for monogamous is Hufflepuff, and they're the current 2 days I'm working on. I'm working on the M at the moment because it's by Mandarin's Design, so it works out nicely. This is also going to be used for another M for Mandarin's Designs too. Next month I think I'll try and get a different reason, but for right now that's kind of what I went with. O in monogamous, so there's 3 O's. They're all going to be the Witcher silhouette because that's by Oh My Stitches Shop, so the O. So it's going to actually get 6 days. The N is, I struggled with the N, and that's the one I picked. I picked the mini Clockwork Draggling Hade for that one because I started it in November of 2017, and I tried to find another one I'd started in November and nothing was kind of popping up. So I went with that one. So it's going to have 2 days. The G, I'm up to G now, I guess, is Epic Pokemon, because it's Epic Pokemon Generation 1. And it's also going to be the X. That was really hard, but I thought, you know, extended edition, it's got an X in it. That was kind of the only connection I could make. So that's going to get another 2 days. It's going to get 4 in total. The A, I do have it listed, okay. The A in monogamous is going to be Rapunzel, my Haid, because it's by Anya Kai, so it starts with an A. And then the last couple, there's a U, Kings and Queens of the UK. It's going to get 2 days. And then lastly is the 2 S's for monogamous and cross stitch. And that's going to be the Princess Collection by Soda Stitch. Works out really nicely. That's going to get 4 days. So if I go back to my little calendar, if I can find that one, oops, I'm still working out the planner. It's really, really good. I bought the digital one. I think it cost me about $45 Australian, but it's great. I really like it being digital. So if I can show you this, if it works, it might be too bright. I've kind of just written down on there which ones I'm going to do, but I am going to change it so that I have some things in a row. Don't know about the Witcher because it's going to get 6 days and I wonder if I'm going to get bored. But if I do, I can just swap something in and move it around. Now, in terms of January, I didn't stitch on the 1st or the 2nd. I started it yesterday on the 3rd. And putting in those 12, I think I have 12 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. I've got 5 days at the end of the month free, which is cool. I like this idea for when I go back to school and when I start teaching again, because there will be times when I don't stitch on one of the days and that gives me a little bit of buffer. But for January, I won't be teaching until, I think it's the 28th. I think it's right near the end. So I've got a lot of time there. What I thought would be a good idea to do in those extra days, if I don't use them for my focus pieces, is I will be able to start a small then. I don't have any smalls going at the moment. And I think I'm going to spin my little smalls wheel and pick one, and I'm going to use those 5 days to kind of work on that and potentially even get it finished. I know February is a lot smaller, so it probably won't happen, but then months after that it might work. So that's really cool. So that's kind of my plan for January at least. Now, the other group I would like to contribute or participate in is the Mythological Stitches group that's run by Adele and Sarah Shears, I think it is. Hopefully I got that right. If not, I will. It's going to be okay. I'll hopefully remember to link it below. If not, find it on Facebook, Mythological Stitches Challenge, something like that. They have monthly challenges and I think maybe even some weekly ones pop up. So if I kind of don't want, this is my main kind of plan. And if their challenges fit with what I'm doing, then I'll participate in them. Those 5 days could also be used towards that kind of stuff as well. So I think this is going to work out nice. It's different. It's definitely different to what I was doing in the past, but I like the fact that things are changing quickly and I'm kind of seeing a lot of different pieces and I should get some nice progress. I mean, I already had a lot of progress on this yesterday, which I was so happy about. I'm going to have less today because it's almost lunchtime and I need to edit this video. I have done a lot of work this morning, like housework stuff, so that's all done. I've got to edit this video though, which takes a while, and upload it, and then I'll be able to stitch. But I think I should be able to get a bit of that done. Also want to continue playing around with the calendar and write in with my stylus so it looks a bit nicer and fits better. But each month has an acrostic in the 24 hours across stitch group. For example, next month is Ada squares or linen thread, so you choose one and then you'll add it to that. They also have their marathons. And there's a little planner in there for this. They have their official ones, plus there's unofficial ones you can do yourself. So then the next official one is on the 22nd of January. So the aim is to stitch for 24 hours, whether that's straight or whether it's you want to sleep. And I will be sleeping because pregnant Laura can't deal with no sleep. She gets really angry. So I'll be sleeping and trying to get to that. That's the weekend before school starts. So I reckon I'll be pretty happy to do that. And I'll try and get 24 hours in there. And they have cute little planners for them. So it's like an hourly breakdown and stuff. It's really good. I don't want to show too much because then you just won't get it. It's cute. It has like entertainment plan, food plan, household plan. I love that. So that is kind of what I'm going to go with for 2021 as much as I can. like I said, June's gonna rock my world. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Even May will be pretty hard to do a bit of stuff in with this baby coming, but I'm okay with having a baby coming. It's really exciting. So I'll just stitch around that. I also had an idea for a baby sampler. I would really like to do one of the Sarah the Stitcher Mummy's temperature pieces for the first year of baby's life. So not starting in January, starting in June and going until the next one. I just wonder if that's going to work or not. So Sarah, if you see this, let me know if you think it would work. Because I haven't seen you comment on these before, so you might watch it. But yeah, we'll see. I think it would be a really cool way to do like a baby sampler. If not, I will choose another one and kind of do it that way. There's a lot out there that Matt and I really like, so we'll be able to find one. But I think that's it for plans. I've done everything else. I'm really looking forward to getting in to some really good stitching in January and playing around with it all. So thank you very much for watching and coming back. I hope that you have been enjoying your 2021 so far and you had a lovely end of the year. My watch list at the moment has about 45, 46 videos on it, so I'm getting through them. But I'm trying to catch up on a lot of them, but I've been watching on 1.25 speed, so it's really helping. It gets through a lot quicker. And I'm watching a fair bit at the moment and I'm really, really loving it, actually. Really, really good. So I'm going to clean up and then I'm going to eat some food and then I'm going to start editing. So I hope you have a really great day. Thank you so much for watching. And I actually don't know when I'll be back. I'll kind of just see how I go. It might be a monthly video now. We'll see. I'll talk to you guys later. Follow me on Instagram to find out when I'm back. Bye.